Don't let the Jordan Mason trade fool you. The Vikings could still be in play for one of the best running back classes we've seen in years.
Here's our top 5 running backs for the 2025 NFL Draft. Make sure to stick to the end for our final thoughts.
Number 5.
Johnson has sneaky breakaway speed, and his on-field burst is better than his 4.57 40 time suggests. His 21 touchdowns and 1,537 rushing yards prove he can carry an offense, and his 86.7 rushing grade shows his efficiency. Johnson doesn't have elite lateral quickness, but his north-south running style and patience make him a great fit for a one-cut system. He needs to work in pass protection, but as a power-speed combo back, he should thrive in the right situation. His biggest issue? He runs too upright, making him easier to tackle in the open field. His lack of lateral agility also limits his ability to adjust mid-run, meaning he won't be a great fit in certain zone-heavy run schemes. But Johnson has shown he can be a productive workhorse at the next level.
Number 4.
Harvey is the twitchiest, most agile running back in this class, and his 4.4 speed makes him a threat to break a game open. His 1,577 yards and 22 touchdowns in 2024 prove he can handle a lead role, and his 73 forced missed tackles shows he's a nightmare to contain. He's not the biggest back at 5'8", 205 pounds, but his low center of gravity and quick cuts make him deadly in space. He's not a third down pass protector yet, but his pure playmaking ability will get him on the field early. His biggest issue, though, is his lack of patience. He sometimes outruns his blockers and doesn't always allow plays to develop, and like Genty, has shown some fumbling issues. But Harvey is this year's Bucky Irving, so don't sleep on him.
Number 3.
Henderson is a home run hitter built for today's NFL. His 4.43 speed and top-tier athleticism make him a game breaker, and he averaged a ridiculous 7 yards per carry in 2024. His ability to accelerate through cuts and break away in space make him dangerous on outside zone plays. What sets him apart? His pass protection and receiving ability, something that will get him on the field early. He's not the biggest back, but his elite burst and versatility make him a perfect fit for any modern NFL offense. However, he lacks creativity in tight spaces, often running into traffic instead of adjusting on the fly. He also struggles to consistently break tackles at the line of scrimmage, meaning he'll need good blocking to maximize his big play potential. Henderson is an electric prospect, and the NFL will see it early and often.
Number 2.
A big bruising back at 6 foot, 220 pounds, Hampton punishes defenders, but still ran an insane 4.46 40 at the combine, elite speed for his size. He ranked second with 1,660 rushing yards, 1,222 of those after contact, proving he's a physical force. Hampton doesn't have much wiggle, but when he gets downhill, defenders get out of the way. His receiving skills need development, but his power running style make him a day one impact player in a heavy run scheme. The downside? His vision can be hit or miss, and he has a tendency to run into contact instead of finding alternative lanes. He also takes a ton of punishment, which could lead to durability concerns in the NFL. With all that being said, Hampton is a first-round talent.
Number 1.
Genty is the best running back in this class, a rare talent who could easily be a top 10 pick. He led college football with 2,600 rushing yards and 29 touchdowns, showing elite balance, vision, and explosiveness. His 152 forced missed tackles, which was first in college football, prove that defenders cannot bring this man down. He dominates in any scheme, whether it's zone, gap, or outside runs. The only question? His massive 375 carry workload in 2024. But that just proves he can handle an NFL workhorse role. However, ball security is a concern. His fumbling rate was higher than expected, and defenders who target the ball could expose that weakness at the next level. Genty has future All-Pro written all over him. So obviously, as we mentioned, one of the top running back classes in recent memory, which is exactly why before the Jordan Mason trade for sure, people were even thinking, hey, maybe late first, if they find a way to a second round pick, maybe in the third round, the Vikings do go running back. I do think that's still an option here, but obviously the Jordan Mason trade does change things. But I mean, this class is so talented. Like at some point, the Vikings do need to partake in this, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree. You got to come out of this draft with at least one running back. At this point, I feel like every team should probably come out of this one with at least one because it's just that stacked. Obviously, like you said, you know, you bring Aaron Jones back for 1 or 2 years. You do have Jordan Mason, who's 25. I think we gave him a 3-year, correct? On top of that. So this is a young player that you're probably going to build around as part of your future. But Aaron Jones is older. I mean, he's going to be 31 this year. He's not really going to be that guy that's going to be around forever. And I do think you have to at least take a chance on a guy here. Maybe you're not picking one in the first round like some people thought, or maybe you don't even pick one with your third rounder. But there is a lot of guys. I know we like Bashard Smith. We like Tootin. as potential guys that kind of is change of pace that you can bring on this team with a guy like Jordan Mason. Yeah, you might not go after, the Caleb Johnsons, the Judkins, the Scataboos, those type of running backs, because you do have Mason, who is more that type of guy, but you do have other guys like, obviously probably going high, but a guy like Henderson would be a great example of someone that you could bring in, would complement Jordan Mason perfectly. He did that in Ohio State with Judkins. And then as well as everybody who watches our podcast, and he's number 4 on our list. And I'm a huge supporter of RJ Harvey. I think everybody is sleeping on this kid significantly. Speaking of Judkins, we had trouble between him and Caleb Johnson, but Harvey I like a lot. I think he could complement Jordan Mason significantly. I would love for the Vikings to go after him. The only problem is he is 24 years old, and I don't know if you want a guy at that age to be sitting around behind guys like Aaron Jones for a year or two before he even gets a starting spot.
Right. But then you do got to look at the flip side. Like, you look at a guy like Tyrone Tracy for the Giants, who is a little bit older, came in, honestly, as the third string back behind Devin Singletary, and I think they had another back there as well. And he found his way into some playing time. So yes, the age is concerning, but at the end of the day, if he's sitting there in the third, maybe let's say we trade back, maybe get another third rounder or fourth rounder, maybe if he's sitting there at that point and you feel like he could be your future next to Jordan Mason, you take a swing on a guy like that, because as you said, just game breaking potential at every turn. You're not getting a Genty, you're probably not taking a Hampton. Henderson's probably going to be out of the picture here. But even like the guys you mentioned earlier, going along with like a Devin Neal, or even you could get a couple guys even later on, maybe even a Trevor Etienne. This draft is just so loaded. There's going to be guys there in the 3rd, 5th round when we're picking again. So you got to try to find a way to add more running back talent to this room. Because as we saw last year, like Aaron Jones played really, really well, but he did start to wear down at points in the season, especially with a position that has so much attrition to it. You want to make sure you have as many bodies there as possible. And with so many good options in this class, you could wait till the 5th round for. You just got to take a swing. But that's all we got for you guys. Let us know what you thought of our top 5 list. What changes would you have made? Who's your favorite running back in this class? Let us know those things down in the comment section. See you guys next time right here on the GG Sports Podcast.
Go Vikes.